fast, fatal thought impact. Past painful thoughts, in fact, I blast tasteful thoughts and past. I back up my actions, fact, don't ask, grab reactions, jacked, attack with every word, then act with class as they hear me snap. I got nothing to lose, cause I fought and felt the bruise. Now I'm not the one confused, call the shots and they produce. I ain't lost, I'm finally loose, pick a new silver excuse. I need the views to boost me to a new abuse of being used. Everybody wants a piece now, y'all can rest in peace now. You're dead to me, so peace out. Remember, you're discreet now. Get ready for defeat now.
Alrighty, hello everybody, this is Kirusho here, and now, whenever we last left off with this series, a lot of things are going on. Now, in the last part, we had Deku and Amelia. These two, they've been getting a lot closer to each other. Already enough, these two have broken many emotional barriers between one another, and because of their unique connection already, they've gotten a lot closer. And that is true as to what happened in the last part. Now, it's been, if I have my math correctly, somewhere around 8.5 to 9 months since Deku and Amelia, they've officially known each other. Now, with that being said, we do at least have where Deku and Amelia, they went on what could be best described as a date in the last part. They went to a museum, and Deku, he answered a lot of Amelia's questions that she had. She was seeing many things she's never thought possible. And Deku, he himself, he learned a lot of things, trying to describe it the best way he can to Amelia, as afterwards, they went to a nearby park. They looked at some of the constellations in the night sky. Amelia and Deku, they even made a bit of a bet on one that she believes that she may have flown by or even at least passed through before. The actual stars. Now, Amelia, she won the bet, and she got her reward. However, nobody was really a loser in that game. Now, somebody was watching the two, and they were very pleasantly surprised by what they may have just captured. Now, with that being said, we do currently have Deku, who he's sitting down at his desk at his job, and he is actually going over a bit of paperwork that he's been putting off for a few days. And right now, he's a bit annoyed. Yes, things are going good. And yes, crime's been down a little bit. However, these are some of the reports from his latest case he just solved. And right now, it's annoying. Now, we do actually have where somebody they do come walking up to his desk, and they do get a wave up their hand, asking if Detective Midoriya has a minute to talk. Deku going to look up. Oh, hey, what's up? Oh, nothing, man. Much, man. Me and a few guys were wondering if you want to go out for drinks with us. Really? I mean, yeah, man. Are you busy tonight? Huh. Actually, yeah, I am. Deku's went smiling, talking about how him and Amelia, they thought about going out to eat tonight, and maybe even going to see a movie. Really? Good for you, man. I mean, shit, you do seem a lot happier. I mean, look at you, you're smiling. Now, Deku is going to straighten out his face, as he's going to bring up his hand, talking about how it's not that big of a deal. Oh, come on, man. Everybody around here, they knew you as the fucking brooding loner type detective. I mean, shit, even a lot of the chicks in our tech division, they were into that type of shit. However, a lot more of them, they are a bit attracted to you now because you're a bit more... What's even the fucking right phrase? Scary dude with a heart of gold? Or a big, tough, lovable puppy? I think that'd be the right phrase. I'm sorry. You're saying a lot of the chicks in our tech division think I'm hot. I mean, shit. It's no secret. I mean, a lot of those girls talk about it openly. Now, the guy does at least go to express again. So, after the movie, would he be down to go out for drinks? Yeah, no, I'm sorry about that, man. I'm not too sure. Maybe tomorrow? How about that? Tomorrow, Saturday. Hmm. All right. I get it. I get it. Gotta be a bit more faithful to your girl. Hmm? Yeah. I mean, I did promise her it's one that she's actually finding to be interesting. Really? What movie? Uh, what is it? Fuck, I'm blinking on the name of it right now. Uh, hmm. What was one of the fucking plot points? Um, shit. It's new. That's what I know. Hmm? Oh, do you know what it's about? I mean, I know that there's just this badass fight scene in it. Oh, you mean that one? I think I've heard of that movie. You have? I mean, yeah, dude. I can't blame you for wanting to go see that one. All right, then tomorrow. Yeah, all right, man. Now, the guy does go walking away, and some of the people who were focusing on that conversation, they actually did see Deku somewhat at least change in personality. He was brooding and holding a pen, and then he just lit up, and now he's back to brooding? Okay, something weird just fucking happened right in front of them. Either that guy is Detective Midoriya's best fucking friend, or the guy, he knows something about Midoriya. And Midoriya, he lights up at the mention of the subject. Now, Deku does go back to doing his job. Him at least going to fill out a few more reports, as you do actually have where somebody they do eventually arrive to the station, and they do go to set something down directly in front of Midoriya. Them wearing something that does completely block out their face. And Deku does go to at least look down at the file, or at least the folder, the person they do go to sit down. Now, it's an envelope, I mean. That's what I meant. Now, Deku is going to stare directly down at the envelope, going to look up as the moment he does go to try and make eye contact with this person, they're turned around and they do go to start bolting towards the door. And Deku does directly go back to looking down before going to look up at the person, going to bring his hand up to try and at least tell him to wait, or to stop that person right there. Now, the moment Deku he does going to do so, he does going to at least try and say something out loud, trying to mentally reach out and ensnare the person to read their thoughts. However, the person they do at least go to run directly past a cop, as they do at least go to run into a crowd. The moment they do, Deku is bombarded by the thoughts of a lot of other cops. Deku he does try to at least shout for that man to be stopped, as a lot of other people in the room, they do hear Deku's voice cut through the commotion. Some people in the crowd they do go to look towards Deku, and even some who were sitting down at their desk. And Deku, because he was trying to mentally reach out for that person, after they cut into the crowd, Deku he does reach into many of their minds, hearing their thoughts as they do start to bombard him. Deku getting a bit woozy after going to bring his hand up to his head, and falling backwards in his own chair. Now, after that does actually happen, we do actually have where Deku, he does go to bring his face up. A lot of people going to look directly at him as his nose is very bloody. And Deku, after at least feeling something drip down onto his, well, pants, he does look down to see blood. Him realizing what's going on as he's going to try and cut the connection. And he is going to bring his hand up to a drawer in his desk, pulling tissues from the drawer as he's going to cover his face. And some people they do come running out to him ask him what's going on. As another detective, they do ask Detective Midori if he's alright. Yeah, fine. I'm fine. Just wasn't expecting that. What the hell happened? I don't know. It's caught by surprise. Something fucking my head. Something weird happened. What do you mean? The person looking on Deku's desk. There are a lot of things organized, and there's something that does stick out. An envelope with Midoriya's name on it. As the person to go look down, reach down, grab onto the envelope and go to hold it up, asking if this is what the person they dropped off. Yeah, they did. Fuck. Alright. Deku going to bring his head out of his hands. Him looking at the person as he has have tissue shoved up both sides of his nose. Him reaching out as he was going to grab onto the envelope and going to open it up. Talking about how that was not too good. Are you sure, Detective Midoriya? Yeah. But, we need someone after him. Look at the footage. Go chase him down. We need answers as to whatever this is. Okay, this is weird. Let's see. Maybe this is evidence. Something. Maybe they're turning someone in. It's not uncommon for people to drop off evidence that would connect to a crime here at the station, but directly dropping off an envelope at a detective's desk? That's gotta take some ballsy, well, fucking move. That'd be what Deku's thinking. The last time somebody dropped evidence at a detective's desk, it was on something very, very important. And the person, well, they were immediately arrested, or at least held under suspicion of something. After their identity was confirmed, they got a lighter sentence on their, well, trial, because of their own involvement in the case. And, well, they were even held in a different prison than the people who was sentenced because of the crime. Now, it does seem kind of weird. Deku, he does reach in the envelope and pull out a piece of paper. Him quite surprised, as he's going to start to read what it does say. Hello, Detective Midoriya. I know exactly who you are and who you are involved with. And I do have to say that it is fairly impressive. A detective willing to break the law and do something illegal. That being what Deku does read. He's confused. Illegal. But he's all above board. I do have to say, Detective Midoriya, it was quite a surprise. I found out that recently the people who hired me, they wanted information about who you were involved with. They wanted to know about your girlfriend or your wife, whichever the two she is. Deku actually at least feeling his heart pound a little bit faster as his grip is going to start tightening. It crinkling the paper a bit as it's put out a little bit more force. Detective Midoriya, I am not making this information public to my employer. However, I do have to say, right now it's very intriguing to me. I want to know exactly why you are involved with a freak. And, well, I do have to at least reveal to you, I myself am a bit more intrigued. Now, Deku is going to sit down the piece of paper, as he's going to reach into the envelope and find something very strange. He pulls out a piece of, well, not even a piece, a set of old-style photographs. These aren't just simple little thin rectangle disc or square disc you can just open up and look at. It's a full set of photographs you can hold in your hand, made of paper. Shit. Okay, the fact that these are in here, they're bad. These things are hard to track, even trace down to the source. Okay, most of these are made in, or at least developed in home studios nowadays. Not even public records have access to these things. Okay, fuck. Okay, so you'd have to look into who owns film cameras like that. Alright, but no, wait, even then you can use newer models to... Shit. That'd be what Deku was thinking. There are many ways to go through to make old style photos like this nowadays. And right now, he's trying to connect the dots. This means that these photos cannot be tracked down to the original source. Even if they were put to a home studio, you couldn't track them. Now, Deku, he does look down at the photos. It shows him and Amelia at the museum. Him flipping through more. It all does look normal. It's almost weird. You can tell that Deku and Amelia, they're both unaware as to this person. And there is one of the photos to cut from the museum to Deku and Amelia at the park. He flips through about 2 or 3 of the photos, before it does show him and Amelia facing each other, before his hands pointed upwards towards the sky. And in the next photo, Amelia, she's actually sitting on his lap, and a purple hand can be seen. There's even the fact that Deku and Amelia, they do seem to be, well, from what the photographer can tell, embracing in a kiss. It's very interesting to them. And then there's also the fact that Deku, he's pictured, or at least photographed, grabbing onto Amelia's wrist, before pulling her in once again for presumably another little makeout session. And the photographer, yeah, Deku does get a bit enraged by this, because in the next photo he does go to look at, he does stare at it for a second. It's Amelia, not in her human disguise. It's zoomed in heavily, and, well, surprisingly, it's a good photo. You can tell that it's been manipulated for the light. And Deku is looking at the alien Amelia. And he does look at her face. You can tell there's emotion there. A smile in her face there, her cheeks. They're flushed purple. It's super hard for him to tell. But this is his Amelia. And Deku just go to put the pictures back together and go to at least pocket the one that does have the alien girl. As just go back to reading the rest of the envelope, as it talks about how they want to meet him and talk with him, because they're very interested to learn a lot more about why he's involved with this freak. Hell, it's highly illegal for him to be like this. He'll get a harsher punishment because he's a detective. And they want to know exactly why he is with her. Now, Deku is a bit alarmed. Why he's involved with her? Oh, okay, so that's good. Well, it is still bad. They think she's human. Jesus, if they find out she's an alien. Okay, that's bad though. It's bad. It's very bad. Now, somebody they do come walking up asking Deku exactly what his envelope was about. Jesus, okay. You nearly gave me a heart attack. What was that about, Detective Midoriya? Oh. It's, well, I don't know how to put this. They could go and at least roll up the, well, current envelope, or the current paper in his hands, and going to put it into his pocket. As his pocket, he does talk about how these, using his other hand, holding the photos, talking about how appear to be blackmail. Or, well, somebody they do want to at least show they know who's involved in his life. Now, the person they do go to look down at the photos, it's strange. Then looking down at them before going to look up back towards Deku, they can tell that that's him, along with a strange woman. She does appear to be quite, well, beautiful, but there's the way that they're photographed. You can tell that they're not aware of it. And there even is, at the park later, Detective Midoriya, when were these taken? I believe about a week ago. Are you certain? Yes. Whoever just came in here earlier, dropped these off. Detective Midoriya, you are aware what this does mean. Yes, I'm all aware. However, I already live inside the block. Right now, I'm okay. She is okay. I believe that we'll be fine. Detective Midoriya, exactly who is this woman? If you don't mind me asking, or if it sounds a bit too personal, it seems like you two are very close. Oh. Well, me and her are involved. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were the type of. No, 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 no. Me and her are romantically involved. Oh, so she's your fiance. Right now she's my girlfriend, but that's a step we haven't talked about yet. Now, they could just try to play it off. The person actually at least surprised. Detective Midori, I didn't realize that you were. I'm a very private man, and I do wish for this to stay private. Alright? I understand, Detective. However, are you sure that this will be good to keep private? I'm going to let our superior know, and at least her. Alert her. Yes. If possible, I wish to make sure she doesn't leave the block. Because if she does, there might be some serious trouble. Are you certain you can't stop her from doing so? Now, Deku is going to stand. Him informing them that he's pretty sure that he can at least tell her or warn her about it, because she does at least like the areas within the block, and it's all very convenient for them. Now, Deku is going to start making a phone call, as the person who is going to take the evidence that has been laid on Deku's desk, taking the envelope directly to the boss, as they are currently thinking. They've known Detective Midori for years. The guy has been secretive, and he's been evasive on many things about his past. But they've learned recently that he's an orphan, and apparently he does care about some people. This is all strange. They weren't expecting this about him. That's why he was so concerned about that person running. But that doesn't explain the bloody nose. How the hell did that happen? Did Detective Midoriya try and stop them? It doesn't make sense. No, wait. By the time they all looked at him, his nose was bleeding, but not before. The person they were running, but shit, okay, that doesn't make sense then. Now, the person they are wondering about this though. Detective Midoriya's nose wasn't crooked, it wasn't broken, but it was still bloody. That little detail, it doesn't seem right. Shit. Unless he was hit straight on. Okay, but even then, the pressure needed to do that without breaking the nose, it's too light. Shit, he would have already been on top of them by the time they hit him that way. But even then, it just seemed like he was so distracted. Could it have been that they warned him of something first before hitting him? Now, Deku, he does go to call Amelia, and we do cut over to her, where she is currently at least going to look a few things up online as she does get a phone call. Her looking at her phone, going to grab the small little device and then go to at least pull it apart. Her going to bring it up to her ear, asking if Deku or Izuku is okay at work. Amelia, where are you? I'm at the apartment. Why? It's, listen, it's complicated. Somebody, they followed us that night. What? What night? What night? Okay, let me just slow down. Okay, Amelia, the night me and you were stargazing, the night we went to the museum, somebody followed us. They think you're a freak. What? You can't be serious. What did they do? Wouldn't we been able to look at them, find them, sense them? No, I don't think that's what happened. I'm concerned. Usually, I can tell when somebody is following us. I always get this feeling. I know when I'm being tracked. I trust my gut. But that night, I don't know. It's off. I didn't know they were there. I didn't know they were following us. Are you certain? Yeah, I just don't understand. Shit. I think I'm losing my edge. Are you sure? That's gotta be it, right? Izuku, I think I know who's following us. Amelia, they don't know that you're here. They could figure it out, even if it doesn't involve my people being compromised. They wouldn't let me know. What do you mean? They wouldn't tell me about this. They'd rather me live in peaceful ignorance. That is how my father has always been. I can confront him and ask him about this. However, he would be suspicious about what's going on, or he'd rather be inquisitive and have me give me full run on the situation. And while he would be the person I would usually want to talk to about such matters, he would not be forthcoming with such information. Okay, listen, they want to talk to me. They, uh, they want to meet me. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. It's either that, or they turn this information over to somebody. And I'd rather them not do that. This situation, it is all not good. I know, Amelia. I know. And, well, shit. Okay. I just don't understand something, though. What do you not understand? This person, they ran into a crowd, and I lost them. All the thoughts and everything, they were going through my head. I couldn't hear their voice. I couldn't hear their own. The entire crowd bombarded me, and yes, some voices were lost, and some are still hard to decipher, but I should have gotten at least something about that, right? Okay, this isn't good, though. What do you mean? Well, okay, so I'm concerned now. Listen, these people, they want to meet with me, and it's concerning you. So, would you like me to accompany you? At least in a way to assure your safety. I can use some devices, something we have on the ship. Even call in some people. Maybe even help us with our situation. Amelia, how good would you think it would be to involve people in our situation? Especially yours. Hmm? Well, I mean, we've gone over, what, 8, 9 months without a security breach? This would look as acceptable, especially if other species could be involved. Hmm? Jesus. Amelia, the other species that are involved currently would be mine. I I understand, but it is a potential hazard that we must look at, see from our own avenue. And if it would ensure your safety, I would like us to do this. Izuku, please. You know I worry. Now, Deku does hear that little word, worry. He can't remember the last time somebody worried about him. Ah, damn it. Fuck. Okay, fine, Amelia, fine. Call it in. At least ask for one person. I think we can handle it on our own. However, if we have somebody here, they can help in case we run into something unexpected. Well, you could be involved in this. I'd rather not you be there. Hmm? I understand. Because the idea that, yes, the idea that you could be hurt. Amelia, I'm I'm not ready to I don't I understand, Izuku. You don't want to lose me. Yes. You're you're important to me. And if I lost you, I don't want to go through that again. Especially because I feel like I'm healing. I don't know if I could take that pain again, Amelia. I understand, Izuku. I'll let somebody know. And I'll ask for one of our, well, very good performing guards. Okay, okay. All right. I'm. I gotta. I gotta figure this out. I'll give you a call later. All right. Have a good day at work. Now, Deku would go to hang up, and we do actually have it in another location, where currently the person who was running, they do this go to turn into an alleyway. And after going to run down the hallway or run down the long alleyway, they do go to look around, them increasing in their speed before going to leap upwards onto a trash can, them jumping towards the wall before going to dig into it with their fingers and go to jump up higher, them scaling upwards before they get to the top of a building. And we do actually have where, once on top of the building, the person, they do go to bring their hands up and go to pull off the goggles covering their eyes, as they do at least go to look around, before going to bring their hands up and look down at their current body. It is weird. They've taken many forms over the course of their lifetime, but this current form, the human form, it's very similar to the same species they've encountered. They are humanoid, or, well, the humanoids, they're like these other ones they've encountered before. Yes, they have looked at their anatomy, and they've even looked at the way their bodies are structured. One set of limbs, one set of legs, the physical proportions of a human. These bodies that are made under heavier gravity, they're durable, they're stronger. And they're, if they do have to put it into words, a whole hell of a lot more dangerous than the ones they found out in space. These humans, they're very, very interesting. Now, with that being said, I do hope you guys enjoyed and have an amazing night. I'll catch you guys in the next part.